Hey, it's 840, Big 550 KTRS. One of our favorites, Kat Neville from Feast Magazine, is with us, publisher of Feast Magazine, to give us a couple of helpful hints. This week, all sponsored by our friends at Twisted Tree Steakhouse, the newest offering from the Sybergs family. Watson and Lindbergh Road at Sunset Hills. They're now serving lunch. They also have their Sip and Savor Happy Hour from 3 to 6. Jimmy Cristo is running things over there. 314-394-3366 or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Good morning, Kat Neville.
Good morning.
What do you got for us?
Well, it is, if anybody didn't already know this, it is St. Patrick's Day on Friday.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And so I have a number of just fun spots where you can celebrate in fine Irish style, whether you're Irish or not.
Get your drink on. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so number one, Kelly just said that she had never heard of this place, and it is in the Seven Gables Inn in Clayton. It is Molly Darcy's. And
shame on you.
I mean, I know Seven Gables Inn, but not Molly Darcy's.
And so the original opened up in Ireland. McGraw just said that he's been to all of them.
I've been to all of them.
Yes.
I've been overserved at every Molly Darcy's in the world.
And maybe he will again on Friday.
Yes.
And so it's a really, really cute interior. It has like a really attractive tile floor. It's very warm, and they have traditional Irish dishes like stew and pot pie and just lots of great beer. So that's a fun spot.
Good
very
Irish
warm
music too there for
Yes.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Irish, and if you're looking for a spot, that really is focusing on Irish food, Llewellyn's Pub, the owner just got back from a trip to Ireland, and he has recently kind of revamped the menu so that it is much more focused on actual food that you would find in Ireland rather than just like wings and burgers.
Right.
And so Llewellyn's clearly has like 5 locations around St. Louis, so everyone is close to one, essentially. And so one of them is a Guinness braised steak flatbread. They also have a pub curry, which is like a mix of vegetables and a yellow curry over rice. I mean, I think most people are familiar with the fact that in the UK and in that area, there's a lot of really great kind of curry dishes. So that's available. And they have a lot of specials starting on Thursdays. $3 Guinness, Smittix, Harp, and on draft. And then $3 whiskey pours and $5 Irish bombs. So
Irish bomb. That sounds
I think they've changed the name of that.
Well, that's what they're called. So you mentioned Irish music, and
Yes.
McGurk's clearly is known for having just amazing music. They often fly people over from Ireland to play live.
Yes.
It's been open in Soulard since 1978. It is warm and just full of people, has a huge patio. I don't know what the weather's going to be
great
like on
outdoor
Friday.
area.
It's going to be better than it is today.
McGurk's has got to be one of the top 5 restaurants in St. Louis.
It's wonderful.
I mean, that patio is insane.
It's
is.
wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're looking for a place actually in Dogtown, Seamus McDaniel's is on Tam. They have tons of specials the day of the parade. They have a house brand Irish ale, and it's right along the parade route in Dogtown. And of course, Pat Connolly's, which is on Oakland. It is a great spot. I've been there a few times, and the food's amazing, and the atmosphere is incredibly warm.
They're known for their fried chicken, too.
Yes,
Don't they have
they're
fried
known.
chicken?
Yes, they're known for the fried chicken. They've been open since the 1940s. It's had a change in ownership recently, and the revamp of the space is really fantastic. Just kind of classic pub fare and tons of great beer and just a really warm atmosphere. So they're going to have live music outside, just so you know, from 10:30 to 12:30, and the parade is going to be starting at 12:30. So they're going to have live music. It's going to be a lot of fun. Speaking of Sybergs, Helen Fitzgerald's,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
That's in South County on Lindbergh. They're going to have, obviously, a lot of specials. And I mean Helen Fitzgerald's is
Right.
like a big
Right.
party
Right.
destination. It's
Yeah.
tons of fun. Nick's Pub is in Dogtown. It's open until 3 a.m. every day, just in case you want to stay out until 3 a.m.
That's information I didn't need to know.
Not that you would, but just in case.
Okay.
Wow.
They have a huge local beer selection. So if you're looking for something that's more of a craft brew, they have like Four Hands and Perennial, Civil Life, Schlafly, Urban Chestnut, and then pub fare. Obviously, they have American pub fare like burgers, but then they also have fish and chips, fried Reubens. They have shepherd's pie. So if you want something a little bit more truly traditional. Maggie O'Brien's has been open in downtown
Right.
St. Louis since 1979, and that's on Market Street. And then O'Shea's Pub near Forest Park in St. Louis. It's kind of, a place where they have, again, shepherd's pie, corned beef tacos, Kilkenny burger, which is like a half-pound corned beef patty with Swiss cheese and horseradish sauce, and a ton of scotch and whiskey and beer. So lots of really great spots.
Believe it or not, I was at a bar on Saturday.
I don't believe it.
Walked
Shocking.
in and said, "I'd like a Jameson," and they said, "We don't have any."
What?
I got up and walked out. I was offended. I was like, "What do you mean?"
At an Irish pub?
It was just a pub.
Oh,
it
just
was
a pub.
Yeah, I was out of town. It wasn't in St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Because
of course
they should have their liquor license revoked if they didn't. But it was out of town, and I walked in. And I was like, "Hey, it's there's St. Patrick's Day parade," and I was like, "Hey, I'll have a Jameson," and they said, "We don't have any."
So where's your favorite place to go?
Oh, McGurk's is right
I
up
love
there.
McGurk's, too.
McGurk's is so good. The McGurk's out in St. Charles too is really nice. There's
didn't
two
know
of
there
them.
was.
I've never been there.
Oh my goodness, right there. Is it O'Fallon or is it St. Peter's? I don't know, but
I don't
it's
know.
right there. It's just on the other side of Highway 70
Good to know.
in O'Fallon. Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
Main
And I
Street,
really do
O'Fallon.
love the Pat Connolly Tavern. The atmosphere there is really, it's just warm. I really love it there. The food's awesome.
When you go to bars in Ireland, it's weird because you're like, hey, look at that great Irish pub. And it's just a bar in
Yeah.
Ireland, right? It's because every bar's like that.
Right.
So it's kind of weird.
So which one do you feel most closely approximates the experience that you've had in Ireland?
I like Molly Darcy's for all sorts of reasons. I like McGurk's. Really, any bar in a storm really works for an Irishman.
Perfect.
Right?
You heard it here, folks.
What
Any
do you-
bar.
What are you doing for St. Patrick's Day?
I have my cooking demos that day, so I'm going to be in the kitchen. I know. I'm working all day.
All right. Kelly, what are you doing for St. Patrick's Day?
I am not sure. You know what? Maybe I'll ask a couple friends to go out.
You should.
Maybe we
Have
should
a
all go
little-
down to McGurk's for lunch or something.
That's a great
that's
idea.
fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll have Willie pay or something.
That's a
That's
perfect
even a better
idea.
idea.
I gotta
Yeah.
work for Kearney. I'm
More
sorry.
Yeah.
importantly, do we have to call? We have to find this out. Do we have to call the Archbishop and get the special dispensation to eat Thanksgiving
Oh,
St.
right.
Patrick's Day
It's
because it's
Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
So just the fish and chips then?
You can have the fish and chips,
Yeah.
but corned beef and cabbage is sort of a staple too.
Yeah, well.
So they used to
never been a fan
give
of that.
everybody special dispensation, but now I guess you have to call and get a card.
Who do you call?
Yeah, you have to call the archdiocese.
I wonder how many people are going to be calling up and be like,
know.
listen, St. Patrick's Day falls on a Friday.
I mean, the world would be chaos if we didn't have rules and people just ate meat whenever they wanted to on Friday. What's going on with Feast Magazine?
We are going to press with the April edition, so look for that to come out next week. And I'm also wrapping up the Feast TV season. I mentioned that
Yes.
I have a round of cooking demos on Friday, so the new season comes out in 3 weeks. And so the Taste and See events are going to start up in May, and those are those monthly events at 9 Network.
Yes.
In the Public Media Commons. But before that, we have our Taste and Toast on April 28th. That's going to be at Mulan this year, and it is just wine, and we're going to have a lot of beer available this year and also local distilleries, and it's going to be a ton of fun, so please join us.
Feastmagazine.com for all your information.
Yes.
You want the top 5 fish fries? The 550 poll will debut it next. Big 550 KTRS.